Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday. Yeah, great day. And some of you are going to be running around doing your chores. Others of you are sleeping in. You might not be seeing this until Sunday. That's okay. We're reading through, I think it's Luke 14:15 today. And really, this is a chapter that has to do with attitude check. Jesus is dealing with a lot of wrong attitudes that he's surrounded with. And it comes down to where he actually ends up telling, he explains the preciousness of the kingdom. He talks about how a lot of people who think they're going to get in aren't going to get in, and it's because they actually reject the invitation, and the people that you wouldn't expect to get in will be getting in. I've heard that for most of my life. People saying, you'll be surprised who's there and who isn't. It's not because it's some great mystery that you won't know whether you get in or not. It's just that there are those who have received an invitation and they've, let's go to the prodigal son, shall we? And the lost son. I like to refer to as the lost son. And just consider that for a moment, because here's a young man who was not very wise and squandered. He asked for his inheritance early, and he squandered it. His father gave it to him in a monetary form and not land form, and he went out and unwisely used it. When he could have really used it during a famine, it was all gone. So he ends up working for a pig farmer. Do you notice how often pigs come up with Jesus? Because they weren't supposed to have anything to do with pigs, and here he's working with pigs. He's feeding them. It's feeding the pigs. So anyway, he just comes to his senses and decides that he's not worthy to be a son in his father's house, but he's content to be a servant. And it struck me this morning that there's a lot of people walking around in the church who do not consider themselves to be worthy to be sons and daughters, and are walking around with an attitude of a servant. And they refuse to enter into all the great things that Dad has promised. They limit themselves, and because they limit themselves, they try to limit other people. They also consider, they call themselves sons and daughters, but their attitude shows that they're not, that they don't live that. They don't live that reality. And that's the limitation that they try to put on other people as well. That's too good. That's too good to be true. That's for the millennial. That's not for now. So just let that sit for you for a minute. Do you have problems with some of the promises that God has given? Do you consider that they're for other people and not for yourself? Do you refuse to operate in the authority and the power that He's given to you? Making excuses of why you can't operate that way? Let that sit with you. The other thing that jumps out of this is that a lot of us are operating with the heart of a brother, and in our relationship with people, as we act as a brother, it doesn't put us in the proper relationship. In brothers, siblings tend to be jealous of each other, jealous of each other's success. One doesn't want the other one to get ahead. There's odd siblings out there that get it right, that really hope for the best for each other, and they don't have any hidden agendas or hidden death wishes or anything on their siblings. But there's a lot of jealousy that's between them, and we see that in the church. When somebody gets a promotion, when somebody receives blessing, when things turn around for them, there can be jealousies. It's like, hey, why them? Why not me? I deserve it too, you know. And when we look at the older brother in this situation, that's what he's showing. There's jealousy. He doesn't deserve it. hey, look, I deserve it. I've been with you all this time. And yeah, you haven't given me anything. And it's just that wrong perspective. And the father turns out, what are you talking about? The whole farm's yours. Yeah, the whole farm is yours. And so if we operate in a brother's heart, we're open to this jealousy, and we lose sight of the fact that it all belongs to us. Those same blessings belong to us. It all belongs to us. When we operate in a father's heart, a father's heart wants the best for people. A father's heart desires the best for people, prays the best for people, hopes the best for people. That's that love that is described in 1 Corinthians 13. It's a father's love that wants to see the children succeed, wants to see the children promoted, wants to see the children come into those victories. So when we love each other with that father's heart, there's a celebration. When somebody comes in with a testimony of something that God has done that has brought them into victory, we celebrate that sincerely. And there's a party, and we're able to join the party. We're not standing outside sulking because it didn't happen to us, but we're in that party. So we have this thing going on in the church where we've got lots of people walking around as servants with no authority, with no power, refusing to enter into that relationship, even though that's available to them. And then we have a lot of people walking around wanting to kill people because they've been blessed. We got to get our act together. We got to get things cleaned up here. Come into your sonship. Come in as a child of God, and operate with a father's heart, where your entire being is hoping, desiring, and working for the benefit and the promotion of brothers and sisters. So that's a lot for a Saturday morning, but I just lay that on you, and I pray that you have a blessed and wonderful day, and that you have opportunity to operate in the Spirit today with people who do not know Him. Yeah, fresh ground, that you get to demonstrate Christ to the world around you. You be blessed, be encouraged, and see y'all tomorrow.